What's up, Average Dad fans? Welcome back to another video. Every now and then I get a phone through the office slash studio slash spare bedroom that excites me. None more so than the Vivo X80 Pro. This Chinese behemoth was purchased on Amazon for £1,200. Yes, a large price tag, but can the phone live up to that price tag? Let's go. Straight out the bat, I have to make a special mention for the unboxing. The unboxing experience, which I did post, and you can catch that video in the card above. But I will always highlight, it is my mission and duty to highlight any smartphone company that still includes what they should include in a box in 2022. For example, a case to protect your phone. No matter which company you are, in fact I would argue especially Apple and Samsung and Google, you should include a case in your phone. Doesn't matter of the quality necessarily, you may want to buy another one, but that's the point. It should be someone's choice to buy a case that they like to their needs. What it shouldn't be is a constant worry that you're going to drop, scratch, damage the phone in the first couple of days of owning it because you haven't had a case picked, chosen, delivered, whatever. Put one in the box. It shouldn't also be the case that you don't get to charge your device. Now what I mean by that is, stop assuming that everyone has old iPhone chargers lying around the house. Two things. Do you not want new business from teenagers? The iPhone specifically, I would argue, is one of the safest and most secure devices that a youngster buying their first phone could have. Whether it be a refurbished model or an iPhone SE, it's a secure device. Put the charger in the box because they don't have one already. For your higher end phones that do 25 watt fast charging, put the charger in the box. Because again, if they're coming from an old device with the shitty 5 watt charger, they're not getting the full potential out of the unboxing or the phone within the first few days. And I'm not even, like, the sense it makes that a budget phone for £400 or a premium phone from China will include all this stuff at no extra cost, whereas for iPhone and Samsung, if you want that case, 50 quid minimum. If you want that charger, 30 quid minimum. On top of your £1,200 that you paid for the phone? No. So again, rant over, thank you Vivo, case, charger, cable, adapter, headphones, all in the box, and a nice premium box as well. Now moving on to the phone itself, wow. Straight off the bat, I want to talk about all the good points. Well, the phone in general, brilliant. Top specs, Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 with a V1 Plus chip. That's Vivo's own chip set that helps with camera, photography, processing, and it works really well. Partnered with Zeiss as well, and we'll talk more about the camera specifically, but this partnership, unlike OnePlus and Hasselblad, this partnership works. Display, hardware, 6.78 inch, 120Hz LTPO2 panel. That's 1 Hz all the way up to 120, depending on the app or situation you're in. That helps with battery life and performance. You can set the phone to 60 Hz, but why would you do that? Don't pay £1,200 for a phone and put it on 60 Hz. That wouldn't make sense. Also, as far as screen resolution, this can go to HD, Full HD, or WQH, I always mess up that, WQHD Plus. Set it to that. Set it to WQHD Plus, because that's what you've paid for. 5,000 milliamp battery will more than last you a full day at 120 Hz and WQHD Plus. So don't worry about it. Now, while I'm talking about the battery, as mentioned, including the box, an 80-watt charger. This charges the phone from dead, not that I ever got the phone to dead in a full day, but for me, basically, from 15% to full in about 30 minutes. Perfect. Maybe even less than 30 minutes. Ideal. So in the morning, if you've not charged it over the night, which I wouldn't do with these phones, no point having it plugged into the charger overnight when you don't need to. That could potentially degrade the battery. However, there are safety measures built in the phone. I would just, when you wake up, shove it in the charger, have your coffee, shower, get dressed. Your phone's fully charged and ready for the day. Now, it can charge at 50 watts wirelessly, but I'm a big proponent of cable wired charging. Maybe it's just me. Wireless is safe, but I just like to do it that way. Now, the phone itself is in this provided case from Vivo, but you can see here, this is a frosted Gorilla Glass back with a beautiful Gorilla Glass Victus screen on the front. It comes pre-installed with a screen protector. Again, another thing that's included with this device and not on Samsung, Google or Apple, but I take it off. I have to be honest, I do take the screen protector off. I just find, especially with the curved screens, it kind of interferes with your gestures, swiping in from the side or swiping up from the bottom. So I tend to take the screen protector off. But I'll pop that case back on because I don't want to damage this beauty. So, as far as speakers go, because you're interested in that, well, have a listen. Yeah, they sound phenomenal. They really do. Are they iPhone 13 Pro Max standard? No. But how often do you find yourself actually listening to content through the speakers and not through headphones? Exactly. Now, you can use the USB-C headphones included with this, or just stick to your normal Bluetooth headphones is what I would do. Bluetooth 5.2, I believe, works perfectly. I've had zero cutouts where my phone's in a bag, in my back pocket, no interference with the Bluetooth, which makes a difference. Wi-Fi 6E, so again, perfect Wi-Fi performance. The phone is literally never cut out during calls at any point. I can't say the same, sorry, for the Google Pixel and the Xiaomi 12 and the Honor Magic 4 Pro. I did find that there were some cutouts, brief, but still noticeable in calls on certain areas. But obviously this is 5G with the antennas, the way they've worked it. I think they're like potentially smart antennas that were called, I don't know how it worked because I'm not that smart, but a call's never cut out, so that's good. Now, I've mentioned it a few times, and it's kind of the wow factor of the Vivo X80 Pro, and it's the cameras. You have a quad camera lens, 50 megapixel Sony GNV sensor for the wide, that's the main camera, 48 megapixel ultra wide, which, yeah, just looks stunning. A 2x telephoto lens, now that's for portraits, and again, I'll pop up all these examples now. And the final camera you have there is a 5x periscope optical zoom lens. For me, a flagship, and this is controversial, but a flagship phone in 2022 should have at minimum 4 times optical zoom, ideally 5 times optical zoom. Why do I say that? Well, the Oppo Find X5 Pro, a 9.5 out of 10 smartphone. I will be doing a long-term review on this soon, but 2 times optical zoom lens. Like, I mean, honestly, the wide and ultra-wide cameras are 2 of the best lenses in the smartphone market, yet they put a 2 times telephoto zoom lens. Lets the phone down. Doesn't help it become a 10 out of 10 phone. The Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, a 3 times optical and a 10 times optical. Perfect. 10 out of 10 as far as zoom lens on the Galaxy Ultra. Nothing can beat it. And I mean nothing. Trust me, I've tested them all. Notable shout out to the Google Pixel 6 Pro. That's why I kind of said 4 times optical zoom, because the Google 6 Pro Pixel is 4 times optical zoom, and it produces stunning zoom pictures, including with the digital kind of zoom in to like 30 times. iPhone, you miss out. Sorry. 3.3 optical, whatever you're at, just not good enough. Just not good enough. And after 30 times digital, well, just forget it. There's no point. Apple photos are trash. So yeah, the Vivo does what a flagship should, and it gives you a 5 times periscope lens. Night mode on this phone, because of the V1 Plus chip and I believe the Zeiss partnership, it completely helps with the more natural tones and colours that you get, particularly at night. There's less noise, there's less glare and flares from any light sources, including neon or bright. So yeah, super impressed with the nightography, I think some people are calling it, but night photos. That'll be an email coming through. Oh yeah, by the way, I've also got a work phone just in the office. I've decided to try and use just for work, the Microsoft Surface Duo 2. I know it's been out a while, but I've never bought it because I've never really felt the need, whereas now I kind of like it. It feels very premium. Again, review coming on that soon. I have too many phones in this studio / spare bedroom. Back to the Vivo. I guess I just want to summarise. Now, there is an ultra game mode. Sorry, for all you that haven't watched a video of mine before, I don't game on my smartphone. I rarely game on my Xbox either, to be honest. But the gaming mode apparently is really good. The phone's never got hot for me when using cameras or charging at 80 watts. Apparently it doesn't get too hot with the cooling system in here on ultra game mode. But again, don't take my word for it. One thing I just want to talk about finally is security. Obviously security is hyper important. This large fingerprint sensor is just a treat. It works perfectly. You can change the animations, obviously, because it's running on FunTouch OS 12. Everything is customizable. But yeah, the security as far as face works first time every time. However, not as secure as Face ID on the iPhone. But the fingerprint is, again, works first time, and a much bigger surface area to put your thumb or finger in. You can actually use 2 thumbs if you want to be super secure for the phone or even on certain apps. So that's, again, a good customization feature that FunTouch OS 12 with the Android 12 operating system can do. I didn't mention it at the start, but I've just mentioned it there. It is Android 12. Obviously, I kind of want to say that because we're in 2022, it's a flagship phone. And that's it. So my experience of the Vivo has been outstanding. I can recommend this more than the iPhone 13 Pro Max, purely because, well, that's SIM cards in here. I can understand why people may not want to take that leap to buying a Vivo phone, but there's a bit more peace of mind that I haven't had to buy this from Wanda, even though I love Wanda, shout out to Wanda. But buying it from Amazon gives you a bit more peace of mind. You do get 30 days to return it, so why not give it a go? If you're needing to upgrade and you're swithering between an iPhone or the Galaxy S22 Ultra or something different, go for something different for a change. You might just like it. That was my longer term review / more than a week with the Vivo X80 Pro. Please subscribe for more content just like this. I will be reviewing the Surface Duo 2, the Oppo Find X5, and many, many more phones and other such shenanigans. Thanks very much for watching. Peace.